some of them, you know, scoot away pretty quickly. They don't want to be seen, but some of them just come outside and take a good long look at us. And as I said, up in the window doing the same thing. So some of them aren't ashamed of what they're doing. Some of them are. They've still got 2 spotters on the roof. People were saying earlier in the protest pen that they were snipers. I haven't seen any evidence of that. They've definitely got binoculars. They're up on both corners of the main block of the Marriott building, and they've been watching us carefully all day. And there are 2 of them now. There's only 1 earlier, even though there's absolutely nobody in the protest zone now. They've all gone home. It's literally 5 or 6 reporters just stood here.
The protest zone looks like a concentration camp.
It's a free speech pen, yeah. They don't actually let you get in it directly. You have to walk around several blocks just to get in it, so they make it difficult even to get into there.
Well, I'm glad that folks are just ignoring that and going out and covering it as the press. Have you had any trouble with the police, or have they just been dragging off other reporters?
I haven't had any trouble with them. There was an incident earlier where they grabbed somebody who was, to be fair, acting like a bit of a lunatic. They detained him. They didn't arrest him because he was released soon afterwards. So
they did lovingly, and they also lovingly stomped on him.
Yeah, they were very rough with him. He was walking around harassing people, basically. So mixed feelings about that.
Yeah, you have a little bit of a satisfied look on your face.
You should have heard what he was saying about you, Alex.
Oh, I know. I already heard about it. I love it. I know. It's like, I'm like, those darn police. Meanwhile, he's like, Alex Jones is evil. Cops are like,
yeah, they didn't like hearing that.
Well, I still don't like it. I still don't like the fact they chased the other reporter that was trying to get footage of it. Let the guy do that. As long as he doesn't hit anybody, he has a right to do it.
Well, he didn't do anything that was an arrestable offence, really, or a reason to be detained. Once they grabbed him, he started struggling. But generally, they've been quite polite, whether it maintain. I mean, you know, Bilderberg is stealing their pensions too, which they don't realise. So maybe they're starting to look into it a little bit and come over to our side, as is usual.
By the way, I was not making fun of you with the Wasselhoff thing. You actually came up with the idea of a joke T-shirt as you as the Wasselhoff.
I think we should definitely roll with that. I think it'd be a big seller. This spotter guy is still on the roof, even though there's basically nobody here.
That's a good way to change the subject, Wasselhoff.
It's just that I noticed him. He's peering over at us again.
Should we tell folks your other nickname?
What's that, Alex?
I'm not gonna. Me and Watson probably talk 30 minutes every morning about news. And in 12 years, is it 13 or 14 years you've been working with me, Waddy?
Since October 2002, so 12 years nearly now.
Yeah, so that's why I joke around a lot with Paul. I shouldn't do it. Paul's very reserved on TV and the radio, but he's actually a wild man behind the scenes, folks.
My reputation precedes me.
All right, anyways. Hey, when are you and your wife going to come over here? I keep saying I'll fly you over here for a business meeting / vacation. You keep having excuses.
When it gets colder, if I come now, I'll shrivel up, Alex. It's too hot. Maybe October.
He does this all the time, and then in October.
I promise, Alex, I will come this year. There are more cars arriving. There are more attendees arriving at Bilderberg right now, just pulling into the main entrance.
All right, well, a lot's going on. Man, I tell you, did you hear about this Bill Gertz article? I guess you did. We talked to you about this morning, where he's got the Army documents where they admit they're trying to take on the American people, just period. I mean, this is so illegal, Paul.
No, I was too preoccupied with trying to get the live stream on InfoWars, but there are more delegates arriving pretty late now, as you can see on the video stream.
Yeah, because it's like, what is it, like, is it like 8 at night over there right now?
It's 10 to 9. It's 8:50.
Yeah,
PM.
wow. You know, so I guess it's an hour later than it is in England, huh, Greenwich?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
All right, well, listen, you've done a great job, and obviously you guys should be able to take off the rest of the day now. I know it's a long hours. Get some more of the delegates arriving. Then see if you can creep around at night on top of any of those other buildings with a telephoto lens, if you guys want to. You don't have to if you're tired, to get footage inside those rooms, because they've been putting up that mesh to block out the windows. I've never seen them do that before.
Yeah, they were doing something on the other side of the building as well that we saw, so Although
Well,
I
I've
still think
actually
there are
seen it, Bohemian Grove, and I'm not joking now. And John Ronson saw this with me. He wrote about it in his book, Them. Henry Kissinger dressed in drag, bent over, doing something I can't mention on the radio. And so, you know, I mean, I guess he's getting with the times. We should put him on the cover of Time magazine, The Transgender Tipping Point, led by Henry Kissinger. What do you think?
I think maybe you should put it on the front of the InfoWars magazine. I think that would be a big seller as well.
With Dianne Feinstein dresses a man on the other side. We want to be fair, right?
Yeah, you don't want to be sexist about it, Alex. Come on. It's a great idea.
All right. Hey, Watson, seriously, great job there. Great job, Bilderberg 2014. A lot of media coverage. Got to say, the dinosaur media is covering it now. What do you think of that, Watson?
It was very slow yesterday, but the trickle is turning into a deluge. I think the London Evening Standard described it as catnip for lizard-obsessed conspiracy theorists. They're not here, obviously. They know absolutely nothing about it. But, yeah, I was talking to Danish
Hold on,
media.
I got to hear about this. We'll do Overdrive to take some calls. Stay with us.
Virtually anyone can hack your cell phone and track your calls, your texts, your emails, your every movement, but only if they can detect a signal. Stay one step ahead of hackers and Big Brother with a Blockit Pocket, a custom-made pocket infused with pure silver that creates a complete Faraday enclosure for your cell phone. For free shipping to the lower 48, visit blockitpocket.com or call 888-315-9618. blockitpocket.com, enhancing health and privacy.
Hey, this is Steve Sanchez. Worried about the Wall Street casino? Yeah, me too. Wondering when the stock market is going to collapse? You probably want answers, but you know you can't trust the global elite. Well, my good friend Brett Kitchen, best-selling author, has created a DVD set called The Millionaire Black Box, and for a limited time, you get free access. Call 1-800-259-3131. Find out how the global elite invests without having to deal with the global elite themselves. 1-800-259-3131. 1-800-259-3131.
Big business has discovered the preparedness market, and that makes it difficult to know where to go and who to trust. MyPatriotSupply.com is owned and operated by patriots just like you. Has the best prices on storable food, non-GMO seeds, water filtration devices, home canning equipment, survival and self-reliance books, and more. MyPatriotSupply.com has old-fashioned values and the absolute best customer service in the industry. Look for the deal of the day, unique, affordable survival supplies that fit anyone's budget. Get same-day shipping on all orders and free shipping on orders over $49. Call 866-229-0927, 866-229-0927, or visit MyPatriotSupply.com for emergency preparedness, self-reliance, and food independence. Shop with a name you know and a name you can trust. Before it's time to survive, it's time to prepare. MyPatriotSupply.com.
A chemical spill contaminating the water supply in 9 West Virginia counties.
This year alone, over 300,000 people in West Virginia had their drinking water contaminated.
What are the health effects of having these drugs in our drinking water?
It's forced medical treatment without the consent of residents.
My friends, water filtration is one of the most basic actions you can take to protect you and your family from the harmful toxins and heavy metals in your tap water.
On average, the county says it sprays with the glyphosate at least once a week.
Few filters cut out the glyphosate that is found in water supplies worldwide. Remove pesticides, herbicides, chloramines, hydrofluorosilicic acid, sodium hexafluorosilicate.
Fluoride, it is in tea, it's in coffee, it's in water, it's in bread, it's in toothpaste.
It is our responsibility to protect our families. The establishment's not going to do it. It's time to take action. It's time to filter our water. Visit InfoWarsStore.com and use promo code WATER to get 10% off their entire family of incredible products. Or call toll-free 888-253-3139.
Big John, Big John.
Every morning at the mine you could see him arrive. He stood 6'6" and weighed 245, kind of broad at the shoulder and narrow at the hip.
And everybody knew he didn't give no lip to Big John.
Big John,
Big John,
Big John,
Big Bad John.
Big John.
All right, folks. We're doing 5 minutes overdrive to try to jam him in. Damien,
just drifted into town and
Roger,
didn't say much.
Jay Lynn, Al-Qaeda, Eric. I got to take all these calls. Maybe I'll start going to him right now. Just let Paul have a final comment. He had one more point to make. And he'll be doing more live stream reports, more YouTubes, more Twitters, more photos. The globalists are really starting to arrive right now. So the real news reporting is tomorrow and over the weekend, and obviously a roundup on Sunday. But this hour was brought to you by MyPatriotSupply.com/Alex. That's where you find the specials, is MyPatriotSupply.com/Alex for the best storable foods, non-GMO, super high quality, great customer service. MyPatriotSupply.com/Alex. That's where I get my storable foods. They're great people. 866-229-0927. MyPatriotSupply.com. Let's go back to Paul. Paul, what was the other point you were making?
I was just talking to Danish media. It's a mainstream channel, quite big here, earlier. And this woman, this reporter, was saying that they're in regular contact with the organisers and some of the Bilderberg members, and made it quite apparent that they were managing the coverage with this Danish TV channel. So I just stressed the point that, you know, they do have power. This is important. This is bigger than Davos in terms of influence. And she made it clear that they were working together with the Danish media to manage the coverage of this event. So I found that interesting. They are talking to the protesters, though, so they are trying to give it both sides a voice. But I found that interesting that she would say that.
Any other points that you're going to wish you'd made when I let you go here in about a minute?
No, just the photos of them looking out the windows as they're on Real Alex Jones Twitter. I zoomed in, so you should be able to see them on there.
Oh, great job, Paul. I didn't even know that in between all the interviews and other work. Well, I salute you and the crew. You guys are definitely getting a bonus for this one, and keep doing it, Watson.
All right, thanks, Alex.
Maybe while I take these calls, we can show the Real Alex Jones Twitter photos, the latest ones, and show the TV viewers some of that. Let's jam in a call right now. He hadn't been holding the longest, but I got to talk to Al-Qaeda, or I should say Al-CIA. Hey, you're getting funded by Obama to blow up churches everywhere. How you doing? I guess I'm the real terrorist. I'm a Tea Partier, a proto-Tea Partier. How you doing, Al-Qaeda in Georgia?
I'm doing great, Alex. I talked to you about 4 years ago, and you asked me if I worked for the government. I said no, but I am definitely white Al-Qaeda.
Oh, well, they have been segueing on to white males being the main terror threat, so I get your joke. Now I understand.
Exactly. Now, our lovely mayor out here in Atlanta is there with Paul, and I was very glad to hear that. And that's a joke, of course. But what I called in about was the awakening. The last time I talked to you, you were asking, what is it going to take for people to wake up? And what I said to you was that it's going to take them individually being affected by our system in some way. Now, they're doing enough that sooner or later, they're going to wake up everybody.
And that's why they got the police state in place, and so they want to have a civil war, which is an even bigger crisis to give them more power. And I think they've overcooked the goose. I don't think it's going to work for them. I think their program is half-baked on a lot of levels.
Saying everybody's already waking up. What's going to happen when they just do something and everybody just, you can't hide it anymore? So I don't think they have a chance. I think the awakening is here, and we're going to beat them.
Well done. I agree. That's a good way to end the main transmission and all of our wondrous AM and FM affiliates out there that everyone should support and sponsor and support the sponsors and spread the word about. We're going to go to overdrive. 5 minutes. It's internet only. Some stations carry it. Take a few more calls straight ahead. Infowars.com/show or prisonplanet.tv to find that feed. And the nightly news is tonight, 7 o'clock. They'll have a roundup of all the Bilderberg news.
GCN.
Great job to the crew. Thank you, Lord.
Visit
we'll be back. Stay with us.
GCNlive.com today.
I don't know what it is. Ralph just won't pay any attention to me. When he comes home from work, all he ever does is play video games and go to sleep. It's like I don't even exist.
Oh, Betty, that's just awful.
Does this seem familiar? If the answer to this question is yes, then listen carefully. Toxic pesticides, GMO foods and additives, BPA plastics, contaminated water supplies. Many of these toxic additives are deliberately engineered to attack and weaken human masculinity. It's part of the eugenics population control movement. Look it up. If men are more interested in online gaming than they are in their wives. A serious population crisis is soon to follow. Energize the man in your life with Super Male Vitality from InfoWarsLife.com. It's designed to aid the body in ways that help invigorate your natural systems without artificial testosterone, completely free of GMOs, harmful additives, gluten, and is made right here in the USA. Get your Super Male Vitality right now at InfoWarsLife.com or call 1-888-253-3139.